All right, well, I finally got everything moved into storage. Man, moving sucks. I always think, oh, it's only one bedroom, it's not that bad, I can do it myself. And about halfway through, I'm always regretting not hiring movers. So note to self, future self, hire movers to get moved back out of this thing. It is just not worth it. But a couple announcements. So the biggest thing that I need to announce is that I'm going to be doing this solo. Unfortunately, my buddy, he tore his ACL up in Colorado a few weeks back. We were up there snowboarding and he just took a bad spill. And unfortunately, he's actually gonna be having surgery on Monday instead of joining me on the AT. So I feel really bad for him. It is very unfortunate, but it should still be a fun time. I'm sure I'm gonna meet a lot of folks out there on the trail. The other announcement is that my brother's gonna be joining me for the first few days. We're gonna go up from Springer Mountain or the approach trail in Amicalola Falls all the way up to Neal's Gap, and then that's when he's gonna hop off, head back down to Atlanta and head back to Austin. So he's got a family back home, so he can spend 6 months out doing the Thru hike. But very excited to have him out. Him and I have actually never been backpacking before, so this will be a first time. Only other thing left to do is drive down to San Antonio. I'm gonna drop off my truck with my folks and visit with them before heading out to Atlanta in the mornings. All right, well, the advantage of having my brother come in is that we were able to just rent a car. So we're actually going to drive up to Amicalola Falls, and that way he can leave, an extra bag or whatever he needs to in the car. And then we're gonna do the hike, and we got a shuttle for him then to take him back from Neal's Gap back to Amicalola Falls, and he'll drive down to Atlanta, be able to hang out, check out the town, and just sort of enjoy his day in the city. I will then continue on, hopefully all the way up to Maine. Made a couple little changes to my pack. I did decide to go ahead and bring a Garmin InReach, so I'll be having that strapped up on my shoulder. I also decided to bring a little Pedco tripod, so hopefully I'll be able to get some better shots with it. But that's really probably about it. I think the base weight is around 10 pounds. Obviously with water, that's gonna be anywhere from another 2 to 4 pounds. And food, gosh, probably anywhere from 6 to 10 pounds on that. So the total carrying weight, I imagine, would be about 25 pounds overall. So not terrible. I'll see how I like the Waymark pack. And if I decide after a couple days I don't like it, I'll just actually swap it out. My brother's taking my Z-Packs Arc Blast, and so I'll just swap it out, have him take my Waymark back. But we'll see. I think the 35 liters is going to be sufficient, but if it does feel like it's a little cramped in there, I may go ahead and make that switch. And as I'm filming this, it's really making me question how often I'm actually going to film. So I know I said I'm going to try to get one of these out once a week. It may be less frequent than that. We'll see. Really just want to get out there and enjoy my time. So I'm not going to really make it a huge priority to get these videos out, but I hope that you all do enjoy them when I do. Ugh. Yeah, and of course the traffic is terrible heading down to San Antonio. That's just Austin for you, though. There's just always traffic everywhere at all times of the day. And with gas prices as expensive as they are right now, I think I picked a good time to spend 6 months walking. So, hopefully I'll save a little bit of money on gas by doing this.
To the next available bin.
All right, so we just set up some camp here. We got about 3 miles into the approach trail. Got kind of a late start, and so we are about to cook some dinner and call it a night. We'll wake up tomorrow morning, bang out some miles. Andrew's over here cooking his meal.
Learning how to do this shit.
Oh yeah. All right, well, it is the first morning, and it was quite a bit colder last night than I was expecting. Definitely got down to close to freezing. It was a little bit of a rough night. Always the first night camping is, though, and so I'm expecting tomorrow, or tonight at least, to be
a much better night's sleep. We actually had some guys come into camp at about 11 p.m. And so I was actually kind of surprised that people were still out here hiking so late, but they ended up just continuing on down the road to find another tent site. But looking forward to a long day of hiking. It's going to be about 10 to 12 miles today. We got to knock out, so looking forward to it. Well, I heard that it rained a lot on the Appalachian Trail, and no kidding. My brother just dropped me off. I am headed over to back over to Springer Mountain, and to continue on at the start of the AT. We actually went from Amicalola Falls over to Springer Mountain, and we saw the weather report, and for my brother's sake, we decided we'd head back to Amicalola Falls, and he would just basically drop me off. The road here is really, really sketchy, so I told him to just drop me off, and I'd hike back over to Springer Mountain. And so I am, since the rain's so bad, I am gonna set up camp at the shelter there at Springer Mountain. And so hopefully get a little dry and then continue on, I guess, my first official day on the Appalachian Trail. So should be fun. I've already met quite a few folks. Everyone seems really excited about it. So yeah, looking forward to the adventure.